各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩轩辕剑3云和山的彼端 or as we know it in English, 轩辕Sword 3 Miss Beyond the Mountain. Hello everyone, sorry I accidentally hit the wrong button. I hit the new game button, which is not very helpful for us in particular. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to where we were. I believe we are here, right? Hello, Illusion Queen. Welcome. Alright, we now have our full party. We said goodbye to Widad. And now we are ready to go back down the mountain and continue our journey on to the kingdom of Tang, or the Tang dynasty. Yeah, it's a long way down, so I know, so many people here. Li Jing is here too. So I believe I have her. I'm just gonna get another one of her just in case. Oh, about maybe Xuan Yuan. Cool. Yeah, I forgot to equip stuff for Li Jing. Level 36 for Li Jing. He has 2480 HP, 440 magic power, 430 physical power, 130 strength, 94 resistance, 103 wisdom, and 41 agility. And he now has the Destroy Spirit. It's a new magic. Body destroys spirit. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's stuff he could be. And this is Soul's gloves. It is better than what he has, so I'll give him that. No, nothing. He wasn't gonna want any of the rings, so because it will reduce. Yeah, it doesn't seem to help him very much. This is the ivory ring. I think it's a good idea to have it for Li Jing. Well, there isn't anything better he could use. I guess he might as well train throwing. Yeah, definitely could use some stuff. Do we have enough cow? I think we're gonna still have the cowfish. Now, where's that cowfish? Here it is. Lowers his agility slightly, but his stats will improve in general. And then, I guess we could put Lady Frost with him. Yeah, I think I should do. Ow. Beautiful. 222, 180, and 3. We have the Yaksha again. Deleted. Come on, Eugene. Can't let it do anything interesting, I suppose. 130, 140, and 6. Lots of these things. I always forget that they can turn you to stone, so I really should be careful to say kind of stuff pretty frequently. Oh, he's supposed to turn to stone. That's why it's so dangerous. These monsters can be still pretty dangerous. 120, 180, and 12. Sorry, it was a long way down, but we finally made it. Was it really all a dream? Nicole says. Septim, what are you thinking about? Nothing. Let's go. Let us set out toward China. From the western part of China, frontier, from Talas, finally, we are heading towards we're gonna reach Chang'an, yes, the capital of the Tang Dynasty, and modern day Xi'an, in case you're wondering what city it is these days. Septim, we have already arrived at in the vicinity of Chang'an of the Tang Dynasty. Yep, so looks like our destination was indeed the capital city of Chang'an, which was the capital of China for a very long time, and is modern day Xi'an, until it was moved to what is now Beijing. I think it was called Beiping for a while too. But yeah, the seat of government is not there anymore, but it used to be. We finally arrived. It was truly a long journey. Oh yeah, no, 5 years too. How many teleport talismans do I have? Let's take a look. That's right. And now we talked about this earlier. Let's see. No, this is all. Is it like the oh yeah, this is the monster. No, it wouldn't be here, would it? It's in support, you skip past it. Sorry. It is here. Sorry, I changed category. Let's see. So it should be this one. So we have 3. Why? Do we need to buy more? You have 3. You should use one of them to go back to Tashkent. Okay, cool. Pretty cool that we can still use it to go back to a previous area. So should I use one of them? Should I basically do it now? Yes, okay. Let's save that we are going before we do that. Let's use this teleport talisman. We can actually go even all the way back to Venice. So this was. It is possible to go even that all the way back to Western Europe, but we don't need to do that. Let's go to Tashkent first. Alright. I guess I'll go in. Really curious. Oh yeah, that's right. We were in the first tent. The one about the poor girl that was being disciplined. And Shui Jingjing says like, Father. She's saying like, Father of our children. Literally. Let's see. Yes. Father of our children, do you like boys or girls? Yuan Tian. Like, boy or girl is all the same to me. Most important, the most important is that they are healthy. I'm going to be a father soon. Let's see. I wonder what kind of name I should give to our child. Septim has some recommendations. He says like, if it's a boy, you can call him Yuan Dadi. And by the way, Yuan is his last name, by the way. So Dadi would be the boy's first name. If it's a girl, you can call her Yuan Xiaoyu. And in this case, Xiaoyu is the first name. How about it? It says Septim. I'll also quickly translate. Da Di means like the great earth, and then Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu means like little rain. Yeah, so like 10 for naming senses generally, like boys tend to be on the more like emphasizing strength. Yes, and that's true. I remember that this is the same household in 5 years from now. that will have a that like is it 5 years now? I guess like that will have a child that complains that she's getting bullied. That's right. Yeah, so you have your chance to since you've been to a Tashkent in the future, you can try to help help change the course of time. I forget what was her name in her original name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter now, but yeah. Yuan 大帝, Yuan 小雨. Ah, good names. Good names indeed. Okay, he just says the same thing. All right. We've managed to at least help the future child that is about to be born. Yeah, actually, that's true. It was like Dadi is it has that drip drop sound. That's why she was bullied for in the first place. Alrighty, so now that we've managed to alter the course and give her little rain so she won't be bullied as drip drop or Dadi. Is there anything I should do here in Tashkent, or should I just teleport back to where I was? Okay, assuming all the steps were done correctly, something should be unlocked in Chang'an. Okay, good. So I should just head back now, huh? Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's really no reason to go back to use our valuable teleportation talismans. Yeah, I only have very few of them, so... Oh yeah, I need to come out first. Can you buy anything? Can you buy the talismans? I suppose I could buy a few more. Just for in case we need them. You don't really need to. Oh well, oops. Ah well. Yeah, the game really doesn't really encourage you that much to teleport back and forth. And it turns out I didn't buy any, so. Yeah, it's a very linear game in a sense. Yeah, you could go all the way to Baghdad, but anyway, let's go to the area around the. Definitely want to save Mujin's or. Oh yeah, I forgot months. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's the way they organize it. Ah yeah, you're right. My bad. I forgot they are not in the. Yeah, that's a little misleading because that you can get if you didn't check your new menu, then you would miss it altogether. But whatever. Let's go to the Yellow River area. Alright, this is Wangliang is like monsters. Like I mean like yeah, that's really what it is. But Yeah, I mean, I was just making double sure, but yeah. I guess you could call them malevolent spirits. As well. So Li Jing is going to learn a move later that allows you to travel places without needing a talisman. It seems like there's always a part in these games like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if we can get a contract with them. Li Jing. Got him. They are stronger than their earlier counterparts, but not by too much. 51, 20, and 3. So these are the bamboo monsters. Classic monsters from previous games, I believe. Very cool. Let's try this down. Ow. She did cast blind, unfortunately, which really sucks. But, oh well. Got him. Okay. Ow. He's probably gonna miss. Oh, he hit. Ow. Ow. That really stinks. Ow. It's really annoying because that move restores his HP. 90, 180, and 6. That big city area looks a lot like Chad. Alright, I guess we're gonna head in there. Ooh. Welcome, friends, to the vast city of Chang'an, or modern-day Xi'an. Sight to behold. And I think, and the scale of this Chang'an would be insane to anyone coming from Western Europe, or even from the Middle East, or what's called the Middle East now. Though, it's even debatable whether the Middle East should really be considered East at all, considering that Western civilization technically really began in where is the Middle East, like Mesopotamia. So there's the whole thing of should the Middle East even be considered the East at all? Maybe it should be considered the West. Sometimes they call it the Near East, but yeah, no. But unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to be able to change the label of Middle East, despite Western civilization having started in Iraq. Nicole says, "Wow, isn't this city just too big?" And then Li Jing says this is the capital of Tang, the city of Chang'an. I have traveled to many countries, and this is the biggest city I've ever seen. Meow. If Egypt had not been destroyed, this place wouldn't even be able to compare. Wouldn't have even be able to be compared. Oh no, maybe I should say like I'm trying to. He's basically saying that Egypt was still more grand than this. This city wouldn't be able to compare to Egypt. Yeah. This really is magnificent. In the past, when I was hearing the description from the Arab merchants, I only half believed it. Now that I have seen it with my own eyes, only by seeing it with my own eyes could I feel its grandeur. Septum, I realized. I understand now. Let's see. The style of building in the fusion cattle is the same as here. No wonder it felt so familiar to me. Even though I still do not know the origins of this kettle, but I am certain it must be from China. Let's see. As to the origin of the fusion kettle, the import of the Xuan Yuan sword seems to be familiar with it. In the future, if you have the chance, you can ask him. When we are heading back through the western frontier toward Europe, I can go up Mount Tian to ask him again. All right. All right. What we need to do next is to find an inn to stay the night. Septum, did you come to this place because you wish to read their books? Books are very expensive. Let's see. You needn't worry about that. When Hui Yuan was alive, he had a friend in Chang'an City. You can borrow books from him, and you can also stay in his place. Will that be convenient for him? Let's see. He is also very, very fond of having guests. Let's see. If you say that you were introduced to him by Hui Yuan, there should be no problem. Let's see. Well, well, that'll be. Well, that'll be the best. Having someone to rely on, then we don't have to be so polite, I guess. I'm trying to think of a better way to put it, but yeah. Or you don't have to be so formal. Nicole, can you keep quiet for me? Yeah, because one thing he's like, no, don't take advantage of a guest. I mean, she's basically saying like, oh, if we have someone to rely on, we can take advantage of them. No, you can't. No, don't take advantage of people's hospitality. His name is Bai Lian Yi. Lian Yi is the first name. Bai is the last name. Let's see. He is an official within the palace, and he lives in the southern portion of the western side of the city. Or should we say the west city? Yeah, maybe like the southern part of the west city. West City? West... Actually, yeah, you're right. Sorry, actually, you're right. It's referring to the 市场 and not the 城市. Sorry. You're right. It should be market. West Market. Sorry, I just thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, you know, actually, 市 in this case is market. There was a little confusion because like the word for city is 城市. But the word for market is 市场, so they have the same. They have a commonality of having the same word character in it. Let's see. So Septim as the West Market. Look at it's kind of weird to see him like. Septim has another expression that we haven't seen before. The expression of wonder. Yeah. Let's see. All of the markets within the city are gathered into the two areas of the eastern market and the western market. If we walk straight, you will reach the western market. Wow, I want to see just what the western market is like. Set them, hurry, let's hurry. Let's see. Oh, gee. Oh, seriously, why are you in the rush? The person walking is me, and let's see. And you made it so that I can't even get a bit of rest. Let's see. The door to the home of Bai Lian Yi is never closed. You will be able to go there at any time. It's not even closed at night? How is that possible? Yeah, this is a little bit tricky to translate. Yeah, 四书. Sorry, just looking some stuff up. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like let's see. Anyway, how do I say this? Let's see. The number of crimes in this place is rather small. So that is the reason we are able how do I say this? That's the reason we are able to have the appearance of a harmonious world as described in the Confucian classics, the 4 books and the five classics. I know it's kind of like one of, and like specifically the work called the Li Yun Da Tong Pian, which is like the I don't know how to translate this other than like the politeness, luck, great harmony book. I don't know if there's an official English term for that, so I'm just being a bit literal. Like he's referring to, like, I think one of the Confucian classics described this concept of great harmony, where I think, like, I guess if you follow the principles of Confucianism, you will have a harmonious world. Anyway, he says like, and then continuing on, he says like, not closing at night is an example of one of the like, it's just it's one single demonstration of that great harmonious world. I guess that's the best way to put it. A bit more philosophical here. I don't even know the Li Yun Da Tong Pian. I have no idea how to, like, if there's what the actual English official name is, or if it does have an official name. But he's just saying that, like, they're showing off that the city is safe, and that like the city is in harmony, at least from the surface. Obviously, in reality, probably there's turmoil, but at least, like, for now, it is we are in peacetime, Chang'an, and not rebellion, civil war Chang'an. I know, it's an interesting. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's an official translation. Nope. I'm actually and so let's see how this allows to create the one world, the harmonious world, I guess. So in the chapter of great harmony in the 4 books and 5 classics, how they translate in the localized version. I see. I guess we could call it, because I guess that's true. Pian is a chapter, so I actually think that's actually a good way to describe it. The chapter of great harmony. That's actually a good, like, it allows to recreate. That's actually a pretty good way to word it too. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway. Let's see. In the past, Hui Yan seemed to have brought up, have mentioned that chapter before, but I never would have thought that there would be a kingdom in this world that could get that could let's see. How do I say this? Let's see. That could reach this level, reach that level. Yeah, or attain that level. And Yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna say very quickly, even though, like, perhaps China or it's not, or like, perhaps some cities don't quite reach that level, like, are not as Confucian, but like, I mean, I feel like East Asian cities are generally pretty safe and they're pretty good. Like, they'd probably reach that level, or at least on the surface. That doesn't mean there isn't crime though, but like East Asia is very like a lot of cities, even like in like Japan, Korea, of course, but like China are also quite safe. At least from like what I've been told, at least. So perhaps that's kind of like how it's been carried over. Like that spirit of like safety. Yes, that is rather interesting. I'd like to see it myself. Meow meow meow. All right. Now we have finally arrived in China, and the biggest city, one of the biggest cities in China at the time. Anyway, this person is like Asinabus. Asinabus? I don't know how to translate this person's name. Hold on, let me yeah, I guess we don't technically have to talk to all the NPCs. I might have to, like, otherwise we'll be here all day. But anyway. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Really. Wow, they're really. It really is different to see it for yourself instead, as compared to hearing about it. China, as expected, China really is an ancient kingdom with 3,000 years of history, with a culture of extensive knowledge and profound scholarship. I mean, that's how it's described in the dictionary. Just really quickly, as an aside, let's see. You can even from the buildings you can feel that represented. Let's see. Feel that represented. Even it makes one balk and stare, like balk as in BALK, by the way. Like all you can do is just like gaze upon it. It's the anyway. This is just a way to say that China has a very long history, and it's true. Like China's been around forever. Has fun spending the next 3 streams in this big city. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that seems like very likely. Walk, walk. Woof, woof. This is the guardian of the gate. This is the gate guardian soldier. Are you foreigners? Where have you come from? Septim says, I have come from the west. I came here specifically to see the kingdom of Tang. The gate guardian says, let's see. Oh, you speak the tongue of Tang quite well. I know, that's literally what he says. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. You will not be interrogated as you enter or leave this let's see, these city gates, but you best not do anything untoward. Yeah, actually, it's also true that it would be quite unusual to have someone of foreign blood to be able to speak Chinese very well. He speaks the king that he actually says, he doesn't say Chinese in like the actual dialogue. He says the tongue, the language of Tang, or the tongue of Tang, as I said, which does sound a little bit funny if I put it that way. But it would be unusual for a Western, someone from the West, to be able to speak very good Chinese, especially given the flow of information was very difficult, so to speak. Let's see. Let's see. Normally, there is no need for you for any interrogation or examination to leave and enter the gates of the city of Chang'an, the city gates of the city of Chang'an. But you will be questioned upon entering or leaving the imperial city. Yeah, makes sense. That place isn't really for that one's more for foreign dignitaries. You couldn't just waltz into the, I guess, kind of like real life, like not real life, kind of like even modern day. You can't just go into any government building without permission, and that was the same for the palace, which is the seat of government. Very strict rules. If you're wondering what those two characters say on the top of the gate there, it is Chang'an, the name of the city. Anyway, I think I've talked to one of the merchants. Yarslan? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I know it does feel like we're like we're like praising Chinese power at this point in time. Anyway, he says, Yarslan says, let's see, the national power of China at this moment has reached its peak. Not only its territory and border, its territory large, but its population has already reached 5,000. Let's see. Has already reached 52 million people. I know that's a lot of people, even especially for medieval times, like when populations were not even reaching in the millions. Like, that's crazy. So like 52 million people in that point, like, crazy. I'm actually really curious if this is true. I mean, I'm like in medieval times, and give the life expectancy of the 700s. Anyway, I'll look that up later. Anyway, this must be one of the most powerful kingdoms in the world. Yeah, this shocked me. I'm like, what? 52 million? And this is aho, which is like, the ho is the word for monkey. Why do you look so funny? You don't look like us. Says Septim. And your eyeballs are of two different colors. That's really strange. Don't get near me. Don't come near me. Dang, he really doesn't like her. This kid really is like, I don't want to deal with your heterochromia. Weirdo. Dang, I actually this is bothering me. How much was the population of the Tang Dynasty? Hold on, let me see it. Tang Cao Ren Kou, which is the word for the population of the Tang Dynasty. Let's see. Okay, no, they're not joking. It really was in the well, actually, it's 2 million. Let's see, at certain, like, I'm looking at different periods. Tang Taizhong Zhen Quan 3 million. Yeah. Yep. It seems like that may not be like 52 million might be a little bit of a stretch, but like at least it seems like it was like 12 million, which is kind of the population of China was kind of crazy. Anyway, let's see. Anything else? I'm just skimming this article about the population of the Tang Dynasty at different points of the Tang Dynasty. So they say around like the 705s, like 705, which is like 50 years, the population was probably around 37 million, which is insane. That's insane. And then like we're now to the time of the Tangs. Okay, yeah, no, that's right. It's not like that is the official like that's the official census of that time. 700 at 752, the population was recorded of the entirety of China. By the way, just to make it clear, like that it is true that I forgot to take into account that that's the entire population of China. So the whole of China at that time of the Tang Dynasty is the population was 52 million, which is insane. Insane though. It's still insane. Even if you consider like the population of like let's just say the Abbasid Caliphate, like it's like there's no comparison. It's crazy. That's a crazy amount of people for that time. I mean like I guess like we're still seeing like the effects of that because there's like a ton of people in like China today, like. And there, it's the most populous. I mean, the second most populous now. I think India now is the most populous, which is kind of interesting. But like, it's still one of the most populous countries in the world. So I suppose that's kind of a carryover from even back then, in about 1300 years ago. It was already insanely populous. So that's just. I guess I've underestimated just how much just how populous even the China was back then to compare to the rest of the world. Yeah, like outdoing like okay, well the Eastern Roman Empire barely exists at this point, or it's very very weak in compare. I think they basically only have Anatolia, which is the country of Turkey today. That was under Eastern Roman Empire. Yeah, they're very weak at this point. Yeah, yeah. They would be the most populous kingdom too. Like, I don't think anything would compare. Not even the Abbasid Caliphate. So, insane. I just had to like think for a second. I'm like, is that true? Did the game make that up? No, it's the official census. Alrighty, we've got a lot of city to cover. Chang'an is ridiculously big. Should we head to the inn, or is there anything I should really focus on right now? Not the inn, sorry. Should we head to Mr. Bai's house, or should we just explore? I don't know.
Yeah, seems like we're going to world map mode. Go straight. Okay. Just move forward. Okay, that is the Zhuquanmen, the Vermilion Bird Gate. Hey, yeah, Cardinal, and this is the Vermilion Gate of the Imperial City. So yeah, within, of course, there's the Greater City, I suppose. Like there's the Greater City, like today, like the metropolitan area, and of course there's the Imperial City, which has this. It's the seat of government. There's an item around here. Okay. Oh, over there. And yeah, when we refer to the Vermilion Bird, that is one of the Cardinal Gate, the beast of the Cardinal Gate. There's the Vermilion Bird, Zhuquan, and then Qinglong, which is the Azure Snake. Azure Dragon. Sorry, I don't know why I say it's snake. Azure Dragon, and then there is a Xuan Yuan, which is the black turtle, and then Baihu is just the white tiger. So those are the 4 Cardinal Gate monsters. It's actually kind of a motif even in Japanese too. So because they took it from, it's taken from Chinese mythology. So even Japan kind of has something very, they kind of follow that too, with like having the 4 beasts be of card representing each cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west. And like if you want to know, you guys may not be familiar with Zhuquan, Qinglong, Baihu, and Xuan Yuan as like that. Those names may not sound as familiar to you if you're not familiar with Chinese, but you might know those 4 beasts by their Japanese names because you've watched anime before, and respectively they are Suzaku, Seiryu, Genbu, and Byakko. So yeah, you'll probably like, hey, that sounds really familiar, and like I'm sure I might have heard of it from a show called Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, yes, that's a reference to those 4 cardinal beasts. So like yeah, that's an example of like where though even in Japanese media you'll hear those 4 cardinal beasts. So I just wanted to just give you a little crash course on why it's called the Vermilion Bird Gate and why that's significant. So much to go through. I know, right? This is the forbidden area of the Imperial Gate. Let's see. Passerbys are asked to leave, or like, how do I say this? Like, are not permitted to go any further. No, maybe I should. No, that's not quite. Even though that's essentially what he's saying, but like he says like people not people not involved. How would you say it in English? It's like when you want will be asked to like, not onlookers will be asked to leave. Maybe, I don't know. I think that will be asked to leave. Anyway, I'm sure we can't go any further. You can't go through the door. I'll talk to them later. Let's just get the item first. And that's the molly flower. Anything interesting? Yeah. More flowers for future quests. Thank you for helping me out with that. He just says it's the forbidden area. Onlookers will be asked to leave. Yeah, same. They don't say anything interesting. It's all the same. And it just says that they are the gate guardians. So let's get out of here. Okay. Yeah. So what should we do here? You can go to Buy's Place or West Market. It's up to you. I personally went to Buy's Place first because it's less overwhelming. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to... If we don't need to go to West Market quite yet, I don't really need to. Then, like, we don't have to worry about it. So, let's go here. Where is this guy? Yeah, you can't go in there. Oh no, oops. I accidentally left the city of Chang'an, which I don't want to do. And this is the Western Market. Yeah, towards the Western Market is what it says. Now I really want to, and it says says the front of the Bailin Yi's manor, because he has a whole property to himself. Clearly, as an official, he would have that level of he would own property within the city. That's why being an official is pretty spiffy. Of course, obviously, you have responsibilities, so it's not all fun and games, unfortunately, like any political job. Like, unless you have a corrupt government where you don't do anything, then of course that's possible. But generally, you wouldn't have that level of have that level of idling around. Should we? I guess. What's over here in the Western Market? Oops, I left the town. I keep doing that. Sorry about that. But I suppose we don't need to come here yet, so maybe we'll just go to... Let's let poor Septim rest, honestly. This is... I'll just call him Mr. Bai. He says Lao Bai, which means like old Bai. You can refer to someone by like old whoever in Chinese, but it doesn't mean you're calling them old. It just means you're that friendly with them, or like they're that like. But it's just a friendly way of calling someone. But I'll call him Mr. Bai for the sake of translation. Oh, do a future conversation translating Lao Bai as Mr. Bai wouldn't work here. Okay, we'll just call him Lao Bai then. Look at Septim. He's wonderment. I know, this is like Septim's been like Septim's generally a character that doesn't get easily like shocked or easily like amazed, but he's just taking it all in. Okay, so we'll just take a Lao Bai then. This is Lao Bai's house. Lao Bai? Okay, but so we'll have to call him Lao Bai. Old Bai, I guess. Maybe I should say Old Bai's house, but no, we could say Lao Bai. Old Bai will make it sound more insulting than that really is. Well, it is Bai Lian Yi. Lao Bai is the nickname that I call him by. Let's see. He is a great scholar in the imperial palace, so he has quite a bit of so he is rather educated. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. If you wish to learn something, you will be able to find it here. Let's see. Like, shouldn't an official's home not all have guards? Yeah, I think he's surprised that like there's no guards in front of the home of an official, and he says like, and Li Jing says, let's see, let's just go in, go straight in. I told you like this. How do I say? I told you it's very safe around here. All right. I could see why now we had to call him Lao Bai. But yeah, manners are generally manners of officials are pretty big. So they have servants. They often have like servants of their own because like to manage an estate of this size, you would need like a staff anyway. I do wonder what rank he is. They have ranks for officials are numeric. So I'll talk about it later when it becomes more relevant. But let's just go in. And this is Bai Fu. He is deep in thought. I can't read those characters because it's way too small. The font's way too small. But anyway. And Bai Lu here says... Excuse me. Hello, this hello, this this is the home of Lord Bai Lian Yi, who is a great scholar in the kingdom. Normally this door is never closed. So if there is a matter you wish to if you wish to consult with our Lord, you can go ahead and go in yourself. Something says like, excuse me, I wish to ask, why is it that person who is watering over there isn't willing to talk with me? Bailo says like, I apologize. You misunderstand. Bai Fu has let's see. It is because Bai Fu was born mute, so that is why he is unable to converse with people. It is not because he is unwilling to speak with you. Septim says like, so I see. Yeah, no wonder it's dots for him. Ooh, I'll go in later. I'm just gonna explore the outside. Music's nice too. Hey, so this is the front room. The front hall when you would guess would be greeted. We gotta go making medicine. Nice place. And Bai Shou here is dots. Septim's like, what's going on? Are you mute as well? Bai Shou's like, I see. So you are able to speak our kingdom's language. Oh, you scared me. You scared me because of that. Oh, you scared me because of that. Because I was scared. I didn't even know. I didn't even know how I was. Let's see. How do I say this? You scared me to the point where I didn't even know how to. Just how I was going to communicate with you. Yeah, he didn't know. He thought they were unable to speak Chinese. Let's see. If you wish to find the lord of the house, he happens to be in his study. You don't need to inform him ahead of time. You can just go straight in. Septim says like, I am only able to speak a little bit of the language. Thank you. And he says in parentheses, the people here certainly are quite interesting. Please feel free to go in yourself. Says Bai Shou. What's over here in the ahead? Oh, I guess we can't go behind into the backyard. So all we can do is go to the right. Music's nice though. Ah, those traditional instruments. Hey, we have the flying. What is that anyway? The flying demon oil. I don't know. This one increases your agility by 5. Who should we give it to? Let's give it to Li Jing. He's pretty slow, so we'll give it to him. And I believe that is Bai Lianyi himself. You know, like seeing this just makes me I know it's kind of funny. It's like it makes me very proud of my culture. Like being a part, like it's kind of weird where like yeah, I mean, like, I didn't grow up in China itself, but, like, of course, I'm still very proud of the achievements and the culture that our ancestors, my ancestors, and, like, I guess our ancestors, like, the collective of us, yeah, ancestors were able to build. And, like, yeah, there's things about the culture that, but it's just, like, the same with anything else, right, really? Nothing is... There's always downsides and upsides to how of different cultures. So like it's just something you grapple with, but like it doesn't mean I don't want to take just because they're bad, you don't want to take away the good, right? And like there's just such a big, like the history is just so freaking big and long. There's just so much to discover, and so like it's just kind of it makes things very, very interesting, especially with a culture that is so long lasting. Insane. Anyway, we'll grab that. I have the seal of the talisman of the wind god. And let's say before we talk to Bai Lian Yi. I think it's Yi actually, not the 4th tone. I was playing Lian Yi, but like no, it's Bai Lian Yi. It's the 2nd tone. Sorry about that, mispronouncing names. Let's see. This let's see. What is being painted in this painting? It should be the scenery around Mount Tian. And yeah, it's like the exact copy of the area that we see when we go to Mount Tian. Anyway, let's talk to. That's very strange. Let's see. My house permits guests to enter and leave as they please. But how is it that even the barbarians have decided to come to enter? He uses the word barbarian, manzi, and it's not I'm using the word barbarian because that's essentially the equivalent. Like that's how. Even in, like, for instance, for the Greeks, it's actually, barbarian is actually a Greek word anyway, but, like, barbaros. But, like, the Greeks treated barbarian doesn't necessarily mean, like, it's not a bad word, per se. It just means someone who is not Greek for the Greeks. And I think in this case, he's just saying that they're not Chinese. Because clearly none of them are except Li Jing. What is a barbarian? Yeah, but for him, he's like, for Septim, he's like, what is that word? Although Septim, I thought you would have run into people who are Greek. Don't you talk to people from the Eastern Roman Empire? But anyway, no worries. But actually I think it's like maybe he's because he's doesn't know the Chinese term for barbarian. Sorry, I should be nicer to Septim. It's not that Septim doesn't understand that concept. What's likely happening is that he just can't understand the word manzi in from the Chinese word, or he's never heard. He doesn't know what it. Anyway, actually I said it's manzi. Sorry, I also keep mispronouncing things. I'm very sorry. Let's see. Do you understand Chinese? I know it's weird to say that in. I have to translate from Chinese to English, but essentially, like, he's like, "What's a barbarian? What's the term barbarian mean?" Yeah, what does that mean? And then like, Septim says like, I'm not very well versed in it. Could you explain to me the meaning of that word, manzi? Yeah, I could probably say it that way, which is barbarian, by the way. Foreigners who lack culture or upbringing, though we all call them manzi or barbarians. Yeah. So in this case, manzi is for Chinese. This word manzi does have the negative connotation. So it is used for. So it is used to a word to deride someone. Let's see. My sincerest apologies. That was rude of me. In these days I have been. These days I have been troubled to the point of madness for the sake of that barbarian An Lu Shan, who is loved by the emperor, favored by the emperor. Yeah, so as you remember, did you remember I talked about the rebellion from An Lu Shan? That is that man that is being described here. In just a few years, he's going to be bringing chaos to Chang'an. So this temporary peacetime period isn't going to last. Interesting. I like the. Let's see. That foreigner lacking culture and upbringing. He's applying what he knows from now that he knows the definition of the word. That person lacking culture, or let's see, that foreigner lacking culture and upbringing that is favored by your emperor. This An Lu Shan must be a beautiful woman then. Yep. No, of course he is not. Let's see. The beautiful woman favored by the emperor is Yang Guiji. And yes, very famous concubine Yang. I almost said the Cantonese pronunciation. Anyway, we'll continue. The fool favored by the emperor is An Lu Shan. Yeah. And by the way, An is the last name. So you've already heard that name earlier. But I just wanted to say it. So I see. So normally an emperor isn't. So this isn't normal for an emperor, is it? Let's see. Anyway, he's like, and then like the Bai says, well, even the normal emperor will end up sinking like this. Here, I guess he's saying like inevitably, a lot of times the emperors end up being like that. Ah, right. Who are you? Why have you come to my home? So you must be Lao Bai. Let's see. My name is Septim. I have come from the kingdom of the Franks. I have made my way specifically to China in order to learn the art of war and the rule of benevolence from you, Lao Bai. Who are you calling Lao Bai? I know, he's like, are you calling me old? I know, because it sounds like he's calling him old too. Remember I said like it can be endearing, but if it's someone who's not, in this case, Septem didn't quite figure that he's not accustomed to Chinese culture, so he's making a little bit of a snafu where he's calling him Lao Bai, but they haven't just met, so it's really extreme. It's kind of inappropriate. He should be much more humble, but he doesn't know how to do it. His Chinese skills are probably not good enough. I do like that fact that they're kind of showing like just how difficult it is for Septim, who is only a very cursory knowledge of China, to like get accustomed to Chinese culture. He's only ever had to deal with Chinese as Chinese people as like who are on the opposing sides. But this is the first time he's actually had to engage in an actual Chinese city. So I like that though, because like they're showing like there's Chinese. Well, even now, like there's still like, yes, I know it's definitely way less than it used to be, but there is still an etiquette that you have to follow in Chinese culture. And yes, and that's in spite of like the different like upheavals in Chinese culture that have happened in the 1900s. Like that has not gone away. Don't worry. Let's see. I'll continue. Let's see. My name is Bai Lian Yi. Let's see. Do you think you have the right to call me Lao Bai? I'm sorry. That is how my friend addresses you. Let's see. Hey, just now I called you a barbarian. Now you really have become, really are acting like one. You know, we Chinese people have a lot of etiquette that you must pay special attention to. Or like, or how do I think like not pay special attention. Maybe like that you must be especially aware of. Let's see. Only those of my generation can call me Lao Bai. Yeah, it would be, as I said, it would be extremely inappropriate. And in case, especially, it's seniority too. I feel like even nowadays, like there's still this level of like seniority where like for certain people above you, you can't be that familiar. Like it's not as strict as like this hierarchy is not as strict as like other societies, like for like instance like Japanese society or Korean society actually is maybe a better one where Korean society you must always call someone who is older than you, no matter what, like a certain way, depending on your gender. But I'm not gonna get into that, and I'm not a Korean. I can't speak Korean, so. In Japanese, it's kind of the similar, where you can't call someone older than you a certain way. It'd be extremely inappropriate. Yes, 白莲姨. Yes, exactly. I was like, hold on, he's messing up again. You can't call someone by their full name either. Let's see. Only those who are more senior than me, older than me, are allowed to call me by my full name. Yeah, you can't call someone older than you that by their full name either, because that's rude too. Oh, Chinese is so difficult. Chinese is so difficult to learn. So then, how shall I address you? You can call me Mr. Bai. Yep, there you go. Now the Mr. is coming. I'm always surprised he didn't say Lord, but I guess it does seem a little bit like not little bit not humble enough. He's like, could you call him Bai Daden? But no. This is the conversation I meant. Poor Septon getting yelled at. Yeah, I see. That's why you have the Lao Bai is very important. Thank you. Thank you for the warning. I wonder how this is translated in the official English. It must be really weird, where it doesn't quite make as much sense. I understand, Mr. Bai. Let's see. You say you came from the kingdom of the Franks? I have never heard of that kingdom. What kind of kingdom is a country is it? It is a country in the west, even further away than the Abbasid Caliphate. Let's see. It was the monk Xuan Yuan who recommended I come here. In the localization, he calls him Elder Bai. Then Bai, they say, "Who are you calling old?" Honestly, a good localization. Remember that it. Yeah, even though that's not what he says in the original Chinese, I think that's actually a good localization, like I mentioned. So that's actually, honestly, this is actually making me like think that like the English localization is actually not bad. Like, this doesn't seem like, I know some people were, I think some reviewers were complaining that, oh, it makes it that sounds stiff, but this doesn't sound bad at all. Like, that actually is a good way to get to get the point across. Xuan Yuan, that old coot, going away for a few years without even a single word. How is he? Let's see. Has he been doing well these days? Well, he's certainly doing well. ... But he... Let's see. But his he has already, I know it's literally like he has already died in the flesh, but like maybe I should say like, but his body is already dead. What? What are you saying? Could you tell me again? Let's see. He is quite well. After he died, now that he has, how do I say this? I'm trying to say how in English how I would say this. Let's see. He is doing quite well now. after now that he has died. No, this. Let's see. Yeah, of course it's a shock to him, because he was not expecting to hear that Hui Yuan is dead. Uh, 埋一下头绪 is like, like it. I'm actually not sure how to translate this. I mean, I think it's sort of like, yeah, 头绪 is like complexities, but like, I'm trying to think how to translate this. Or let me understand. Or maybe he means to understand it. Yeah. Oh, it's Li. Oh no, let me handle my affairs. Or like. Oh, sorry. I misread that. I don't know why I saw bury instead of Li. Yeah, no wonder I was confused. Please wait. Allow me to tend to my affairs. Or get my thoughts sorted out. Attend to myself for a second. Yeah, I know. That's that's literally what he would say. What it sounds like. But he means I know. I figured it was like, please let me sort my thoughts. Are you telling me that I will never be able to see him again with my remaining years? Indeed. How did Hui Yan die? On the battle. He died on the battlefield of Talas in order to stop the Arab forces and the Tang forces from sacrificing themselves in the great battle. Alright, before I had a drink before I talk again. Let's see. Sacrificing for the sake of the kingdom, that is the mark of a real man. He was honestly not suited to be a monk. He should have been a general who would cut down treacherous officials. I think, right? Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm just double checking my own self. Oh, stop them. Sacrifice himself. Oh, you're right. I just realized that. You're right. because of the word order is screwing me over again. Yes, he's sacrificing himself. Sorry, to stop the war between the Arabs and the Tang soldiers. Sorry, thank you. I mean, I guess in a way, sorry, I was like, my logic train was also like, well, he's trying to stop the battle from happening so they don't have to kill themselves, but you're right. Anyway, yes, see. You ought to be in general to cut down treacherous officials. Let's see. The people... Oh, let's see. The people would have appreciated him the most for him the most if he had done that. I guess it's something like that. It's more like that would have been most suited for him. Yeah, this is when I read it the first time. Yeah, it's just word order. Anyway, he's just saying that like he would have retained the highest appreciation if he had been that kind of a general rather than a monk. At present, it seems that you all have a large amount of treacherous officials. It's particularly like one I've already seen before, named Huang Lei. And yes, you're right. He was a general in a previous life. So, of course, I don't think Mr. Bai knows that. So, yeah. Huang Lei, he is merely a pompous madman. He doesn't even have the skills to be a treacherous official. Ouch. Anyway, I'm not super familiar with Tang history, so I might probably have to drop knowledge bombs on myself to figure it out. Let's see. Right now, the most evil is is Yang Guifei's older male cousin Yang Guozhong. Yeah, Guozhong is the first name and Yang is the last name. In case I forgot to mention that. And afterwards, it is Li Ling Pu. I think is that Pu, right? Li Ling Fu. Sorry about that. Had to double check. An Lu Shan, Shi Si Ming, and there are many others. I wouldn't even consider Huang Lei among them. Yeah, so basically there's even more powerful people who are, in his opinion, far more capable of doing far more treachery than Huang Lei. Yeah, and of course An Lu Shan will be very important among them. I'm not super familiar with with history, so I may have to. Yeah, I was joking at dropping knowledge bombs on myself. That's a reference to a different game, but it's not in this series, so I'm not going to tell you which game it's come from. Oh, is that the case? But Hui Yuan but in a way Hui Yuan was harmed to death. Let's see. Hui was killed because of Huang Lei. What? What? That cretin? Perhaps I have underestimated him. I will go and investigate. Thank you for letting me know. Or thank you for informing me. Let's see. Oh, it was no. Oh yeah, I know. Like it in actuality, it's like you're welcome. Nali means like, oh, how oh I didn't do any. It's like if a lot of times when someone thanks you, you can say nali, which means like, oh no I didn't do anything. It's kind of like, oh, I didn't do anything special. So you'll hear that phrase nali, like, and Septim is properly using it here. So I just wanted to mention that. That's why you see the word where, but that's not where. He's saying like, or like in what way or something, but no, that's not what he's saying here. He's like, it was nothing. It is my first time to arrive in your kingdom. I still need to ask you, like, let's see, how do I say this? Let's see. I will require. I am under your care. I think that's the best way I would put it. Anyway, no need to be polite. You are a friend of Xuan Yuan, and so therefore you are also my friend. You can treat this place like your own home. Let's see. What you seek should be contained inside the books here. Let's see. You can stay here as long as you like. Let's see. Hold on, I see. You can also you are also permitted to make a copy for yourself to take. Like, make a copy and how do I say this? Make a copy for yourself. Or make copies for yourselves. For yourself. Yeah. Basically, he's saying like, yeah, so like when he leaves, he has a copy he had on him. Aren't these books all treasures? Let's see. You don't even close your own gate. What will you do if someone comes in to take them? Let's see. Let's see. If a person were to understand these books and wish to steal them, then I would. I'm trying to put it in the localized way. Give me 1 sec. Let's see. If someone were able to understand all these books and came here wishing to steal them, I would go ahead and let them do so. Basically, they're like, okay, who's going to steal these books unless they understand what's in them? And he's like, if they understood them at that point, they have the right to take them. Oh, that's truly that's true. Like, I sincerely can't believe that. Well then, I will have to bother you for now. Fortunately, Septim loves reading, so he's gonna get to it. Septim, this kingdom of Tang seems to have so many refreshing things. No, how do I say this? So many amazing things. tomorrow? Can we go go and explore around? You go on yourself. I have more books I need to read. Oh, you're really boring. How boring? It may be better. Are you Frankish people also eager to learn? It's a rare sight for someone to see. I am actually of mixed blood with the how do I say this? Let me think. I am actually of mixed blood with the blood of people from the East. The skin color and hair color of the Franks are actually not like mine. Oh, is that the case? Oh, no wonder you wish to come to the East. Would you like to stay here permanently? Who's to say that whether your ancestor was a Chinese person? I like how there's a full party in Septim's kettle now. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny that there's no other party members on the outside except Septim. My commanding officer treated me very well, and now they are facing both threats from external and internal. And now, when they're facing threats, internal and external, I have to return to them, back to them to help them. Yeah, he's not in any position to stay in the Kingdom of Tang. Not to mention, he still has to go. Ultimately, he has to go back to the Abbasid Caliphate. He's not even going to stay in his own homeland. If Anlu-san were to have a heart like yours, then those corrupt officials wouldn't be like they are today. Oh, right. Do you know where the Shaolin Temple is? Oh. That Shaolin Temple known for its powerful kung fu, or like powerful martial arts, of course, kung fu in this case. It's quite far. It's a Sarira, right? Shalizi. I forget, like, yeah, Sarira, yeah. Let's see. I promised Hui Yuan that I would return his Sarira there. Hui Yuan is a monk from the Shaolin Temple. Let's see. Dang, that's really far. I just realized like where it at. Let's see. Let's see. The Shaolin Temple is on Mount Song. Yeah, Song, and it's in Henan province nowadays. Anyway, in Mount Song, on the to the southeast of the city of Luoyang. Luoyang is also a very famous city. I'd love to visit all these cities someday. I just haven't been able to. like Xi'an and Luoyang. I heard they're actually pretty cool places, especially from a historic standpoint. I have never been there, so sorry. I can't tell you anything about them except that there's a lot of history to go through. So, oh well. Well, since you promised him, you should go ahead and fulfill that hurry and fulfill that promise. I will return after I have taken care of that. All right, finally. We have a few minutes, so might as well get a little. There was something I noticed. Why is it that you are carrying that bronze kettle with you to and fro? This is my treasure. Its name is the fusion kettle. I have brought it all the way from my homeland. Oh, but it seems like it was made in China. I do not know how it ended up in my country. Let's see. This was given to me by my commanding officer who took care of me. Let's see. It was only until I arrived here that I was able to ascertain that it did indeed come from China. Perhaps this too is fate. It is not. It would not do. Let's see. It will not do to stay too long in the study. You should go. By going outside, you'll be able to train your body. Let's see. Oh, I too wish to be like that old Kut Huiyan, traveling throughout the world. But I am just too busy with my responsibilities. So I'm afraid that with my remaining years, there is no hope of that happening. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else he has to say. He's like, he wish he could have traveled and be free and not just work on handle his political responsibilities, but unfortunately, it seems like he will not be. It seems like he is probably too old to be traveling like that. Oops, I did not save there. Yeah, we have a few minutes, so I guess we should just move on. I think eventually we will need to go to Luoyang, but maybe we'll stop by the Western Market before we leave. And it just says the manor of Wang Dashan, who we don't know yet. I don't know who that is. I think I'll go there later. And this is the Dongping. Hold on. I forget how to pronounce that. Dongpingjun, yeah, Dongpingjun, the front of Dongpingjun's manor, but we can't go there yet. So the palace itself. Incidentally, you can't really go to the Eastern Market, so kind of interesting. I don't see anywhere you can enter the Eastern Market, so I guess you only can go to the Western Market. And this is Wang Dashan's home. I'm not going to go there yet. I'll wait till we actually need to go there. So that way we cut down the time. Alright, here we are in the Western Market. And probably we're going to save here, very likely, because we are almost at time. And this is Wang Xian, and he says, recently the Heitan Jiao Tu. What is this trust? Like, it literally means like the Black Altar cult. But that doesn't sound right. I feel like, is there an official translation for this? Yeah. The man in blue walking around. Make sure to say before talking about him. You think it is Black Altar Cult? Yeah, I guess it is. I was like, that sounds pretty still funny, but I guess it is. That's the name of it. Recently, the cultists from the Black Altar Cult have been Changhuang is like mad, fierce. I keep saying fierce, but it's like savage. Yeah, have been savage, causing trouble everywhere. We have to be even more focused on the safety of the city, so that the common people will not suffer. All right, and then that is the strange bread. And this is Chen. I keep forgetting how to read that word. This is Chen Yuan. We are soldiers from the Zhuojing Wu Wei army. I don't know how to translate that. It's just like, let's see. We are responsible for the patrol, right? Hold on, I'm trying to think. Yeah, sometimes I have to like think of what I'm like. We are the patrolmen of let's see. We are patrolmen responsible for the safety of the city, I guess. City, please do not get in our way. Ruff, ruff. So we'll talk to the man in blue and then reload. So cool. Allow me to save. But we may have to do that on the next one because we are now at time. Sadly. So we'll just stop here for today and continue our trek into the Western Market on the next one. Yeah, we are going to be heading towards first, it seems like we're gonna have to make a trip to Luoyang to deliver, well, not Luoyang itself, but to deliver the ashes to the Shaolin Temple, and then we will head back and figure out what we have to do in the Kingdom of Tang, because there is much to do and more to see, it seems. So in any case, if you guys did enjoy today's stream, we do have a Discord where we discuss this game and other games of interest, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter or X or Blue Sky down below. We do have archives of previous streams on that YouTube page, so that you can go ahead and take a look, or you can, if you're already watching on YouTube, you're already there. I've been uploading to in the background, like most of it has been private because I haven't sorted them out yet, but I'm trying to beat the May 19th deadline. It's going to be real close, and I don't even know it's possible, but we shall see how it goes, and I'll try to upload as much as I can. I may switch gears to uploading from 2020. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, I'm likely to probably start, because like a lot of the stuff pre 2020 was like already uploaded to the main channel, so maybe I will probably have to start prioritizing uploading 2020 to 2024 or something, but we'll have to see. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I guess as always, 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见 means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thank you for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys had a good one, and see you later. Bye.